Hi, beautiful divine soul. Thank you for being here, mostly in the moment with me, Mystic Mia Moksha, for another love pick a card reading. We have 3 piles here, and we're looking at their thoughts about you right now. We choose a pile based on the number or the image that resonates with you. I have more love pick a card readings if you want more information on this specific connection. I just want to say a quick thank you so much for liking, commenting, sharing your stories with me and others in our community. It's really a thanks of just being you and just being helpful and kind and sharing that. You forget how much a simple kindness or a simple sharing of your own story or replying to someone else's story means to people. This world, you only really come in with nothing and leave with the connections you've made. Everything else just disappears within a decade or century or a millennia. Anyway, on that note, I hope you enjoy the reading and I wish you much love and light. Hey, pile 1, let's look at their thoughts about you right now. Apologize for my voice, I'm a little under the weather right now. Love, oh wow, this is the Lover's card. It came out in reverse, which indicates to me a decision has been made. Okay, so I'm getting that they choose you. They choose you deep down in their soul to be their one true divine counterpart in this lifetime. Sorry if I'm not speaking as loudly. It's very hard to with this cold. Okay, deep knowing, there you go. They have a deep knowing that you are the one, that they have chosen you, that this is it. This is what they're going with. They're going with you. Let's see what else. It feels like they have been doing a lot of work on their end to find the right person, and as soon as they found you, they felt like you were the one, but they weren't completely sure because they've been working so hard and becoming a better person themselves to be a better partner to their future person, that they were in work mode, and they weren't ever sure if they were ever gonna find the one. And even though they found you and had this really deep soul connection, it's like their mind and their heart are in different places, because their heart is saying, yes, this is the one, dummy, how do you not know? And their mind is like, well, we always have to continue growing, we always have to continue being better, like we've been on this cycle of growing, and what if when you find the person, what if things change? What if you stop growing? What if this person stops allowing you to grow, or this connection stops growing? Things are weird, things are different if you settle down. We're used to going. We're used to being heartbroken and getting up again and trying again and making ourselves better. Isn't that the cycle we're used to? And so they're really having this like inner conflict with their ego. They're part of themselves that are used to this kind of cyclical, behavior and events of being with someone, being leaving with someone, and growing as a person, and that's the only way they know how to grow. So their ego is really scared they'll stop growing and evolving if they finally find the one, or if they finally settle down with you. Wow. The Empress and the Justice. Wow. How very Venusian. Very beautiful. And then here you step in as a beautiful goddess. Beautiful, just stunning, just so well-rounded, so good at everything, so good at multiple things, so balanced, so perfect. If it's not you, then who? That's what their heart is saying. It's like, if it's not you, if it's not this beautiful divine soul, then who is it going to be? Huh? And so they have a deep knowing that they found the one, but I think it's just their brain is just so used to being go all the time, They don't really know exactly what to do about that. They don't know how to tell their brain, hey, we have it good. Things will just be better than before. I'm too afraid to talk to you. Why are they too afraid to talk to you? Gossip only hurts more. Okay. So they might have been acting a bit shady recently, and you might not know why. And this is why. It's because they know it's you, but they can't seem to get their brain and their heart on the same page. But they know it's you. Okay. Let's see. What are some of their other thoughts about you? King of Earth. Yeah, they're really ready to settle down. They've been ready. They've been looking for their divine counterpart. Deep down, they know they can't have everything that they want. All the abundance, all the physical, material abundance and gifts and wealth that they can share with you. They know they can manifest it, and they know they can share it with you, and they know they can bring it for you, for the future you two want to create together. But for some reason, they're afraid of stepping into that role. It's a new role. They're ready for it. It's what they've always wanted. But it's that kind of fear before, transitioning into a role where you have a lot of responsibility. Poised, yeah. They're acting a little funny. They're acting a little funny. They might be talking to you weird. They might be expressing their thoughts too much. It's like, did you really need to say that out loud? Because that seems like something you should have kept in your head. It might come off rude or mean to you, or maybe they're avoiding some conversations with you, or they say too many things. It's like kind of hurtful. They're acting a little strange, that's for sure. So what's going on here? Success. Okay. So this fear that they won't be successful in this relationship is coming up. It's because they're so used to not being successful in relationships. Things always end. Things don't progress. Things progress only after the relationship ends. This is their hesitation. It's what they know, what they've seen, and what they have now, which is you, which is this perfect being, perfect partner, ready to settle down. They're ready to settle down. They're ready to put in the hard work, manifest this beautiful new future for the two of you. But this fear of success, this fear that they won't be successful, it might be even fear of success. How is that going to change me as a person? A lot of negative thoughts going through their mind. The High Priestess, it's not divine. It's not their heart. It's their head. This card wanted to come out, 10 of Wands. They've been holding this burden for so long that they finally found someone to kind of unburden themselves with, and to live a more peaceful life, a more blissful life. But it's it's something they just need a minute with. It's a transition. They're transitioning into a role with more responsibility, but they're transitioning into a role where they're more wealthy in more ways than one, where they have a partner that they've always sought, a perfect partner that they worked so hard to finally get because they worked on themselves so much. They have success right here. They could put down their heavy burdens with you. They found true love, a deep spiritual connection. What questions are they asking themselves? Childlike devotion. You are a multi-talented, complex being. Embrace and love who you are. It's a bit of their childlike aspect also bringing up this fear of growing up. They're ready for it. That's what they wanted. They definitely worked on themselves to step up into this role. But it's the kind of feeling that, maybe I won't have time to just lay out in the sun much anymore, or, take my long lunches or play with my things, read my books and watch my movies. Like, there's this fear that they're going to lose this childlike aspect of them and they won't ever get that time back. They won't ever get the time to themselves again. It's just like a natural coming of age thing for them. No. Wait, postpone, pause, say no. So their inner child is procrastinating. Their ego is saying this isn't the one. You're tricking yourself. You're caging yourself in. You won't be able to grow as a person anymore. You watch, you see, once you get with this person, you're done for. It's all these fears coming up, okay? Very, very natural. How will they move past this fear? Network of people. It's, what we lack in society nowadays, especially in the States here, is being able to see healthy relationships around you. Being able to hang out with other couples of different ages and different backgrounds. Giving you the confidence that this is the right thing to do. We need more role models in our society to show us what a good relationship is like, what a good marriage is like, what a healthy one is like. And so eventually they'll turn themselves around and be very excited to start this new future with you as soon as they kind of look to the world and look at different circumstances and different paths people choose for themselves. Men who just go after power and money and whore themselves around. Women who just give their bodies away and sad at night crying, wondering why they don't respect themselves and men don't respect them. It's just kind of this thing of when you see what's important in life and you realize it's the people in your life, respecting yourself, taking on responsibility, creating a legacy, finding what your purpose is in life, helping others, and being authentically who you are, and nurturing your relationships. They just need a little boost of that. A bit of confidence that they're making the right decision based on examples of that from family members, friends, and even people on YouTube and people they don't even know and around them. That's what they need to see, and they'll come around. I got a year. They'll come around in a year. 6 months. Excuse me. 6 months to a year, they'll come around, and you won't see this behavior in them anymore because they will mature, and they'll step into that role willingly, confidently, and happily. Okay. So I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, I really appreciate a like or comment. It really, really helps me out, especially moments like this when I'm feeling a little bit under the weather and I can't put out as much as I can, that I'm still, no excuses. I'm here. I'm doing this. And I hope you have a beautiful rest of the day, and I wish you much love and light. Hey, pile 2. Let's look at their thoughts about you. Apologies about my voice and the low volume. I'm currently a little bit under the weather. Let me push through. Alright, so their thoughts about you. 4 of air. Okay, I'm getting they're dissatisfied with something, but they don't know what it is. This connection. They feel a calling, a longing for something more. And they might be projecting that onto the relationship, onto the connection between the two of you. So they have this feeling that they want something more out of life, and they might be dissatisfied with their role in life and their position at work, or their the kind of friends that they have, or the kind of lifestyle that they live, or whatever. They feel they have this calling to do more, and they might be, unfortunately, projecting that on you a little bit, taking it out on you a little bit. Not extremely, but I feel they feel a sense of less than, even if you are someone who is still kind of figuring it out, or you might be someone who is very confident and knows who they are and what they want out of life and their purpose and what kind of work they want to do. And either way, they feel like you have it more together than them, and it kind of intimidates them and frustrates them a little bit that you know what your life's about, and they feel slightly dissatisfied because they don't necessarily know their purpose or their vocation, their true calling. Truth be told, they do want to tell you this, but I feel a little bit like they're ashamed. They don't know how you would take it. Anxiety. Okay, so they feel like you may have told them the truth. You may have already told them that, like, hey, like, do you need help finding a job that you like? Do you know what you want to do? Do you know what kind of future you want? Like, I can help you get there. What can I do for you? Or what things interest you? I think you might have already kind of prompted them and asked these questions about what they want to do with their life, and what they see for themselves in the future, what they see for the both of you for the future. And you saw this other side of them: anxiety, hair pulling, childlike behavior, awkwardness, these things. Yeah, we go the 2 4s here. They don't know. And it's not always the case, but sometimes if someone's really stuck in one area of their life and they don't know how one area of their life is going to go, it kind of seeps into the other things. So, for example, if they don't know what they're going to do with their work, their career, their vocation, they might not know what to do with their romantic relationship, or where they want to live or something. So I feel like this is the case where they're so paralyzed in one area of their life that it's now paralyzing them in all areas of their life. Yeah, they don't know where to go. They don't know what to do. They're very much stuck. How is this affecting your connection? Love is the answer. Yeah. Love is always the answer. If you're stuck, you go to someone that you love, or you turn to something that you love doing, a healthy hobby, or your romantic love partner that you trust, and talk it through. You'd be amazed what comes through if you're just honest with yourself and honest with someone you love, a family member, a good friend, or your partner. It's like they feel like they have to face this themselves. They feel intimidated to talk to you about it. What would they think of me? How would they see me if they knew this is how I thought and felt? And to their surprise, if they just came to you with the truth, you would solve all their problems just with love. You already know. You already know. The thing is, I feel like you, the viewer, already knows that this is what's going on. You're just waiting for them to approach you, or waiting for them to kind of open up, because you can't really push people in that, arena. You have to wait for them to come to you, and so you're just kind of waiting patiently. It's like, I'm here, dropping hints, giving them space, but ultimately, when they're ready is when things will happen. Okay, so what other thoughts about you right this time? Emperor. They really do feel like you have it all together, whether you feel like that or not, whether you are really financially stable, good with your career, your friends, family, your health, and your visions, your desires in life, or not, or maybe you just have a clear understanding, clear idea of what you want to do, your goals in many areas of your life, your goals in this romantic relationship, your goals in your career, your goals with your relationships with friends and family. Like, you have, whether you already have it or you just know what your goals are, it makes you very strong. It makes you a very confident person. And even if you don't feel like it some days, like, to this person, I mean, there is no better, version of a person. You are your highest potential, and they see that, and it's very intimidating. And you might not think you are, but this person sees you, the real you. And I feel like if more people knew you, they'd find you intimidating as well. I feel like this is a quiet confidence, but it's there. And people who just talk to you for a little while, or people who know you for a while, like friends and old friends and family members, they know this power you have within you. It's very intimidating. The tribe. I feel like you've kind of talked about having supportive people in your life, in their life, and it feels like they're not listening to you, which might be a little bit frustrating for you, because you're kind of like, I'm here for you, this is what I'm here for, I'm not going to judge you, you can trust me. And if not me, what about this friend that you have, or this family member, or what can I do, who can I get for you? Like, people are your answer, love is your answer. And they might think that you're a little bit too trusting. You kind of see things too idealistically, like, oh, there's no realistic way that I can cut out this friend, or that I can trust that friend, or that we can have this really easy conversations between us. Like you're looking at things too idealistically. That's not real. I feel like this is a bigger conversation. The fact, you might be thinking, hey, if you can't trust me and talk to me and open up to me, then how is this going to work long term? Whether you're already in a relationship, or you're in a marriage, or just dating, or whatever, just friends, like, this is going to affect the connection a lot. This is affecting the connection so much that you two aren't really connecting right now. It's like they can't trust you, and it's been so many things now. It's been piling up that they haven't been honest with you about, or opened up to you about, or totally felt comfortable telling you about, and it's gonna affect the connection. And now it's come to the point where it's gonna deeply affect the connection because they feel like they can't trust you. You feel like they can't trust you. This is a big issue. This is turning into a big thing, and when it wasn't before, reflection. What's being reflected here? The Wands. Yeah, okay. So with the 2 marriage card coming up, I do feel like someone's thinking about running. It could be you, it could be them. But yeah, this is affecting the connection way, as like I thought, way more than it did before. This has been an ongoing thing. Like, they didn't tell you about one thing, okay, it's just one thing. They didn't tell you about 2 things, okay, it's just 2 things. They didn't tell you about 3 things, and these are things that really affect them. You know, them thinking about leaving their work, or them thinking about an issue with a friend, and them thinking about money issues, or a behavior or pattern that they don't like in the relationship. It's been building up, and it's now or never, because if they don't fess up now, if they don't come to you correctly now and just tell you the truth and open their heart, which they're being completely guided to do, they think their lesson is to find their purpose in life. And if they just open up their heart, they'll realize that is one of our purposes in life, right? One of our purpose here as beautiful divine beings, one of mankind, is to open our hearts, connect to source, be kind to each other, really listen to each other. And they're not doing that. How are they going to find their higher life purpose if they can't open their heart? That's like level 1, you know? Okay. So what kind of questions do they have in their minds right now? What questions do they have? Diving to new depths. There is a deeper meaning to what is happening. You might be looking at this from the surface and missing what is really going on. Take a moment to pause and breathe. Allow yourself to dive deeper into what it is you are feeling about your current situation. Yeah. They are definitely missing a lot of what's going on here. And they really need to think about what's happening in this current situation. They need to figure it out for themselves. You know, I feel like you already dropped a million hints. There's nothing more you can do. You did all that you can, and you did a lot. It's not up to you anymore. It's up to them to be willing and wanting to open up their hearts and tell you what's going on in their life, what's going on in their minds, what's stressing them out, what's giving them anxiety. Because that's the only path forward for the 2 of you, is to be open and honest with each other. And they're not really opening that door. And you can't really walk down that path together and have that future together if you can't even get through the front door. And that's on them. They have to realize that their issues aren't out there. It's in their heart, and they need to kind of open it. And once they open their heart to something like true love, this connection, they'll also open their heart to other true loves, like their purpose in life, their career, you know, places, people, and things that they love to do, and love in their life, relationships and hobbies and all that stuff. So you're perfectly where you are in this connection. You're there to help them open their heart. And once they do that, they'll realize that everything comes to them very easily. Hobbies they love to do, jobs that they would love, opportunities that they would love, relationship with their friends and family improving, relationship with themselves, all the stuff. Leap. You go first. The universe will catch you. Yeah. All they have to do is take that leap. Just have faith and move forward. Is there anything else the spirit wants to say? A fling. They're starting to think that you might have thought of them as just a fling. Not them thinking you're a fling. You might be thinking they just thought I was a fling. No. They think you might think that they were just a fling. That they were just they were just a blip on your radar. And nothing more. And you would go on and you'd still be fabulous because you know who you are, you know the kind of life you want, but they don't know the kind of life they want, and that's what makes them a nobody. That's how they feel. Okay? When will this turn around? How will this turn around? Yeah, just within half a month or so. It won't take long. Yeah, I got evening. So it's before half a month, for the end of the month, within a couple of weeks, that kind of thing. It is a very much a now or never thing. People aren't meant to handle this much distrust. Have like if you didn't trust someone this much, you would not be able to keep being kind to them. You know, it's just not in our system. And there'd be problems. So yeah, it looks like it would work out. Hopefully it'll work out, but it's up to them to take that leap of faith. All right, so I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, I really appreciate a like or comment. It really helps me out, especially around this time when, you know, feeling a little under the weather and I'm not able to put out as much. But I am no excuses. I'm here. I'm putting these readings out, connecting to source to better help you with your life. And yeah, a like or comment goes a long way for me. With that, I hope you have a beautiful rest of the day, and I wish you much love and light. Hi, pile number 3. Let's look at their thoughts about you. Apologize for my low voice. I'm kind of under the weather. Here we go. 9 of air in reverse. Okay. So they had some real conflict in their mind about you, but it's just recently been cleared. A leg up. What was once in their mind a negative, they now see it as a positive. So there was something that was really, really making them feel like things aren't right between the two of us. And I'm guessing it's something on your side because they're really conflicted, but they're now thinking of it as a positive and something that could actually help the two of you in the long run. Blessing in disguise. I'm getting a wish granted. This is something that has already come to pass recently. I feel like they were like, I don't know about this or whatever, and they were being kind of playful about it. But deep down inside, they were very, very confused by it, hurt by it, felt bad, didn't know how they were going to tell you that they didn't like it. It's something about not being alone anymore. So I don't know, maybe they found out that you had a kid, or maybe they found out that you know, take care of a parent or grandparent or a niece or nephew, or yeah. So with body, I got like, yeah, it's like a actual like person. Maybe you gotta take care of somebody, or maybe you have a job where you show off your body. Maybe you model, maybe you work in like a why is this not coming to my head? Like a instructor in the gym. Oh my god, someone that you don't know. Okay, yeah, I think okay. So I had to do with people you don't know, but you're close with them, with your physical body. physical therapist, or I don't know. I'm getting some sort of entertainment or something that has to do with physical appearance. And they're a little bit uncomfortable with you being around people in that way. A lot of people in that way. Okay. Surrender. But then they decided, like, hey, you know what? This is their life. I'm coming to join their life. This is what they want to do. They're really passionate about it. I will make this work. I will will figure it out. And now I feel like they're looking at it as some sort of advantage. Like, hey, I actually have friends who need help with this, family members who need help with this. My awesome partner can help them out in this way. I'm getting also could be like a sexual consultant, like helping people with their sexual life, sexual love life, and stuff like that. Intimate love life, stuff like that. Might have to do with some sort of erotica, or just being around someone's body part, maybe a plastic surgeon or assistant plastic surgeon or something like that. I am not getting like OnlyFans or anything like that. I'm getting something that like adds value to other people's lives. And so like, yeah, you know what? I have friends and family who I know needs help with this. They can be really helpful in that. Or maybe they're just really good with business and they're like, hey, you know what? Maybe I could help them start their own business so they don't have to work for, a company. I have a little bit of know-how in helping them with their dreams. And so they're looking at the positive of this, like, hey, I can help them. Like, I know how to help them. Like, it's always good to feel needed and feel like you're helpful to your partner. And also, like, hey, like, it might make me uncomfortable at first, but you know what? This is something that the world needs in its own way. And, I actually have some friends or family members that would benefit from this kind of service. And so, yeah, everything's Gucci now. Everything's good now. What else are there other thoughts about you? Four of Earth. They worry that you'll get bored of them. And they have been thinking about bringing in a new, like, adventure or something new into your lives, to kind of spice up your lives. This is all in their minds, though, so they worry about, like, becoming too boring for you, always having to think of something to spice up the connection. Obviously they think you're interesting. You have a interesting line of work or something, round and round. Yeah, they're a little bit worried that this is like, even if it's like a them problem, they're like, oh, even if this is a me problem where I'm always gonna worry about being too boring or too normal or too basic or too safe for them, and always having to kind of trying to prove myself that I am a good partner, I am, fun and interesting. Like, they feel like, am I repeatedly going to think of this? Is this worth continuing if I'm going to continue to feel like less than and not enough and always having to prove myself? So that's something else that they have been thinking about lately. And it's because they feel like, it might not be true, but they feel a lack of compliments from you. So they feel like they're not enough or not interesting because you don't pay attention to them enough, pay attention to their stories, or you don't give them enough, sensual attention, like touches on their arm or kisses or attention of some sort. 3 of Wands that came out in hand. If a card comes out in hand for me, that means they're keeping things close to their chest. They see this future. They're like, I 100% see this future where I'm always trying to think of creative things to entertain them and to keep them interested. They feel like it's just like you're just naturally interesting. It's just built into you, into your DNA. You're just naturally fascinating, naturally charismatic and interesting and passionate about things and have a lot of things going on in your life. And they feel like kind of lackluster compared to you. And they just kind of have this feeling that, I just feel like for the rest of my life, I'm just going to always have to be thinking about, how do I spruce up this connection? How do I seem more interesting to them? How do I step it up a notch? How do I make them pay attention to me? Growth. They will grow from this experience. They will grow to be comfortable and confident in who they are, and that they are a very interesting person. That's why you're with them. That you do give them a lot of attention. This is just a slight insecurity coming up for them. They will grow out of it, Spirit is saying. They will grow to be more confident and comfortable. So that's just a passing phase. All right. What questions are going through their mind about you? Single-mindedness. Okay. Choose your own path and what is best suited to you. So they're seeing you kind of excel. You picked I feel like you have a very unique or very specific line of work. You're very proud of it. Your work matters to others and to yourself. And you're a very interesting person. There's never a shortage of things to do, things to try, things to improve on. And they kind of want to feel that for themselves. They want to feel like you do, having, a lot of ideas of what to do next, what projects to work on again, how to tweak things at work, how to improve things in their own lives. And so they're really noticing from you how free they are to be who they want to be in this relationship. You're not worried about them leaving you, because you're so confident in yourself that you're like, if they don't want to be with me, they don't have to be with me. If they want to be with me, that's lovely, that's nice, I like them. Because you're so confident in yourself, and they just want to find the same confidence in themselves to be who they are. And they're realizing that this connection is really different, where they can be themselves. And that's just new territory for them. And, it's a little scary, as all new things are, but very exciting. And they will grow. They will grow tremendously and very quickly as well. Let's see. Timeline. 16, 25. Yeah, hold on a second. So you might see a different side to them within a couple of weeks or so. But I feel like in a couple of years, you'll really see them blossom, and they'll really catch up to you. They'll really feel comfortable. You'll still be growing yourself, but you'll be growing as a couple, and it'll be really beautiful to see that they become more confident in who they are. And it'll turn you on too. You'll find that sexy, and you'll have more confidence in yourself and to be who you are, with the support of a partner, how far you can go with that. It'll be a very, very beautiful thing to see and would hold, blossoming between the two of you. The ever unfolding rose, round and round. Cracked open. It's happening for you, not to you. Yeah. So once they surrendered to the idea of your lifestyle or your line of work, your pursuits in life, your careers, your goals, they realize if I can't beat it, join it. You know, there's no point getting mad or upset about what you do, or that you have something you love, or that you have that kind of lifestyle. And they're realizing they might be just mad because they want it too. You know, whatever it is. Maybe you have your own business. Maybe you work in a very specific or erotic line of work. Maybe you work with a lot of different people. They're jealous that you get to talk to a lot of different people. Maybe you get to travel a lot for work. Maybe you have to go catch flights all the time. Maybe you get to work from home. Maybe you can travel and work from home. Maybe you can maybe you don't have to see anybody for work. Just you can just work in your backyard. Maybe you can work outside for your work. Whatever it is, I feel like they're just jealous because they wanted it too. They were just mad at you because they wanted to be that. They want to have that kind of lifestyle, or kind of, schedule, or they want to find something very specific and unique and different rather than the typical 9 to 5 or the occupations that everyone is aware of. They wanted something more creative or something, And they're like, why am I getting mad at them for that? It's probably because I want that same thing. Instead of going round and round the ever unfolding rose. I kept saying bloom, blooming, bloom, bloom. You two are blooming together, growth. Yeah, they're like, I'm going to join them. And I love a lifetime of this with them. Okay, last message. How's this going to manifest? Someone you talk to in reverse. Therapy, talking, consultant, outside help, coworker. Yeah, so I feel like they might join you eventually. Or if they don't join you, they might do something adjacent to you. And so you guys can work together, call each other up if you need help or need to refer one of your clients to them or one of your patients to them. So you might work together, literally in the same field, or work adjacent to each other where you guys can refer your patients or clients or customers to each other. Very beautiful. It seems a lot of fun, right? So yeah, I hope you enjoy this reading. If you did, I really appreciate a like or comment. It really helps me out, especially in moments like this where, I'm feeling a little bit under the weather, but I'm still trying to push through and, achieve my dreams of getting 10,000 subs by the summer, and, at the same time helping others with my channel messages. I hope I help you along with your goals and dreams. And with that, I hope you have a beautiful rest of the day, and I wish you much love and light.